If you're watching this on the Legacy of Survival channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now, because what we're about to dig into is the kind of deep historical insight most documentaries never touch. When we talk about WWII, most people think of battles, leaders, or major turning points. But the real backbone of that era, what actually allowed nations to fight, to survive, and ultimately to rebuild, came down to tools. Not glamorous, not loud, but absolutely transformative. And the surprising thing is this: many of those tools quietly shaped the world we live in today. Whether you're a historian, a survivalist, or just someone who respects the roots of modern craftsmanship and innovation, these 8 tool breakthroughs reveal a different side of WWII that still matters. So let's get into the real mechanics of history. The rise of the multi-tool set a new standard for field adaptability. Before WWII, soldiers carried individual tools, each with a single purpose. During the war, armies needed compact efficiency, and that pressure created the modern multi-tool mindset. The classic example is the evolution of the Swiss Army knife into more specialized field tools, including wire cutters, saw blades, and screw devices soldiers could rely on during vehicle repairs, shelter building, or even emergency first aid improvisation. This concept of merging versatility into a single compact tool directly shaped modern EDC gear. A survivalist today applies this idea by building a streamlined kit. Instead of 10 loose items, you select 2 or 3 dependable multifunction tools that eliminate redundancy. Start by identifying your core needs: cutting, fastening, field maintenance. Then choose tools that satisfy the most categories with the least bulk. That's exactly what wartime quartermasters had to do under pressure. Mass-produced precision tools changed the entire global manufacturing chain. WWII forced factories to produce standardized parts at unbelievable speed. The tools that made it possible, precision gauges, micrometers, and jigs, redefined what exact meant. These tools didn't just win battles, they built the post-war world of reliable machinery, interchangeable components, and consistent quality. You can apply this approach by adopting precision thinking in any hands-on project. Instead of eyeballing measurements, train yourself to use accurate gauges and verify tolerances. The wartime lesson is simple: precision prevents failure. And for survivalists, that matters whether you're repairing a generator or fitting metal components in a remote setting. Field repair kits taught the world the value of rugged self-reliance. Wartime engineers couldn't afford breakdowns. Tanks and trucks received standardized repair rolls that included hardened wrenches, punches, files, and small hammers designed to withstand battlefield abuse. These kits inspired today's automotive and tactical tool bags. A modern historian or survivalist can recreate this system by assembling a field kit based on 3 questions. What breaks most often? What can't be improvised, and what limits mobility? Build your kit around those answers. This method is directly descended from the Allied maintenance philosophy that kept machines moving across continents. Portable communication tools, really reshaped how civilians use electronics. The compact field radios of the Second World War actually forced engineers to miniaturize components, develop repairable circuits, and create standardized connectors. That same tool mentality eventually shaped everything from home radios to, modern emergency communication gear. If you want to apply this knowledge, it's worth learning basic radio maintenance, replacing a coil, soldering a lead, identifying failure points. These were standard skills for WWII radio operators, and honestly, they're still valuable for anyone preparing for grid-down scenarios. Improvised engineering tools, well, they prove that necessity outperforms resources every time. In North Africa, the Pacific and the Eastern Front, soldiers routinely crafted tools out of scrap metal, busted equipment or leftover materials. These improvised implements weren't crude. Actually, many were ingenious solutions to unique problems. This mindset remains essential today. So, whenever you're stuck without the tool you want, just follow the wartime steps. Assess available materials, determine the minimum functional requirement, then build the simplest device that can withstand the task's stress. That's how soldiers fabricated everything from barrel wrenches to tent peg pullers when supply lines failed. Advanced cutting tools really changed the way modern craftsmen work. During the war, industries rapidly improved hacksaws, metal shears, carbide blades, and torch systems. They needed tools that could cut through harder metals faster and, well, with fewer replacements. Today's high-end survival knives and workshop saws trace directly back to these wartime breakthroughs. When applying these lessons, it's best to select cutting tools based on material hardness and expected frequency of use, not simply brand or marketing. Wartime machinists learned that an inferior blade wastes time, energy, and resources, something every survivalist should take seriously. Non-sparking tools, reshaped industrial safety worldwide. Fuel depots, aircraft bases and naval yards just couldn't risk accidental ignition. That necessity pushed the development of bronze and copper alloy tools that wouldn't spark on impact. Modern oil, fuel and chemical industries use this technology every day. For practical application, include at least one non-sparking pry bar or wrench in any kit that might be used around fuel storage, generators or solvent-based equipment. That single decision eliminates a major hazard, exactly the way wartime engineers intended. Portable power tools really laid the foundation for modern mobility. Wartime construction units needed drills, saws, and drivers they could carry into forests, deserts, and ruined cities. Early portable power tools were heavy by today's standards, but honestly, they were breakthrough technology for their time. After the war, these designs evolved into the cordless tools every builder and mechanic now relies on. The practical takeaway: always prioritize tools that preserve mobility. Whether you're building a shelter or repairing equipment off-grid, the ability to bring power with you, whether through battery, crank or manual assist, reflects a doctrine established 8 decades ago. These 8 WWII's tool innovations didn't just help win a war. They shaped the world we build, fix and survive in today. If you want more deep, serious history like this, make sure you subscribe to the Legacy of Survival channel and share this video with someone who appreciates the hidden mechanics behind world-changing events.